Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy if you're new, and if you are new, it would mean the world to me to subscribe to my channel for project panning, skincare related videos, makeup related videos. I do kind of all sorts of things, and I would love it if you would stick around and dedicate yourself by subscribing to me. That would be awesome. So today's video, I'm going to share my skincare inventory, which is actually kind of skin, body, and hair care inventory. And I had shared my makeup inventory, I guess it was maybe last week or the week before, I had a request to do my skincare inventory as well. So I have my notebook, and I have every type of item that I have in my collection, and then the same thing that I did with my makeup inventory, I put what my year-end goals are. So on this sheet of paper I have the amount of product or the type of product, the amount I have, and over here are my goals, and then I made columns for a 6-month update and then the end of the year update as well. In July I will post a makeup and a skincare inventory update as well, so you can kind of see how I'm doing in these categories. So what I thought I would do is just go through, share with you the numbers that I have with the goals, and then kind of like my overarching type goals, kind of like what I did with my makeup inventory. So starting out, I have face balms, which is basically like a balm cleanser, and that is 1, and my year-end goal is to just have 1. Cleansers, I have 8, and that includes I did include travel size or deluxe size samples in my inventory. I do have a couple of things where it's samples like packets, and I will notate that here. So for cleansers I have 8, and I would like to have 3 by the end of the year. I have 6 serums, I'd like to have 3. I have 5 exfoliators, and that includes like mechanical or manual and chemical exfoliators. So I have 5 of those, I'd like to have 2, probably like 1 manual exfoliant and then 1 chemical. I have 3 face oils and 2 sample size, like little perfume size samples of face oil. I'd like to have 2. Moisturizers, I have 5 with 3 samples that are like actual foil packets, and I'd like to have 2. Eye creams, I have 3. Ideally, I'd really only need 1 eye cream, but I don't think I can use up the 2 full-size eye creams that I have, so my goal is to have 2 by the end of the year. And then I lumped mists and essences together, so anything that's like a facial hydrating mist or like a watery type essence, I lumped together. So I have 3 full-size, and I have 2 samples that are in like foil packets. So I'd like to have 1, and ideally that would be like the SK2 essence probably. I have 12 masks. I do not mask nearly enough to warrant 12 masks, but I know I will not be able to use up all of these by the end of the year. While a lot of them are deluxe size samples or even like kind of almost halfway gone, I just don't think I mask enough to get rid of a lot of those. So I would like to be down by 8 or 2-8 by the end of the year. I have 3 sunscreens, and I'd like to have 2 by the end of the year. I have 1 lip scrub, and I rarely use it, so I'll probably put it in a project pan sometime this year. And I would like to just have 0 because I really don't reach for it. I have 2 eye makeup removers, and they're both deluxe size samples. I'd like to have 1 full size by the end of the year. So that's my skincare. So with body care, I divided it into categories as well. So body lotions, I have 2. I'd just like to have 1. Oils or body oils, I have 2. I'd like to have 0 because the only time I reach for them is in the winter, and it's really not my ideal way to moisturize my body. I have 2 self-tanner products. I'd like to have 0 by the end of the year because it will be December. I won't be self-tanning at all, so I'd like to use those up in the summer. And when I want a new self-tanner in 2019, purchase it when it's like the right season. I do have 1 underarm mask that I got during the Sephora VIB sale, and I'd like to use it up and not have any more. It's not it's not the best product, so I'm gonna use it up till it's gone and then not repurchase that. I have 8 perfumes. They're like travel size roller balls, and then I do have a couple of full size. I don't have any more of those little samples, like the tiny ones. I don't have any more of those. So those are all kind of more fuller size perfumes. I'd like to have 5 by the end of the year. I have 1 body scrub. I'd like to have 1 at the end of the year. I will have to probably repurchase by then. I have 6 hand creams. I went a little crazy in 2017 with the hand cream, but I have them like in my work bag. I have 1 at my office. I have 1 at my bedside table, and then I have like some backups. So I really would like to just have 3, 1 for my office at work, 1 for my bedside table, and 1 for my bag, and replenish when I need it. So I have 3 deodorants, and that's not including the backup deodorants Abby has, because we use different deodorants. So I would like just to have 1 by the end of the year. I have 4 shampoo, would like to have 2. I like to have like a clarifying type shampoo and then a volumizing shampoo. 1 conditioner, which is awesome, and I'd like to just stick with 1 conditioner. I have 3 dry shampoo texturizer type products. And I put the texturizer in there because it kind of almost works like a dry shampoo. I'd like to have 1, so I'd like to use up 2 of those. And then for styling products for hair, I have 9. Now that, I didn't want to divide up between hairspray and mousse and cream and gel and all that kind of stuff, so I just lumped it into 1 category for like just styling. So there's 9, and I'd like to have 5. And I do have 22 nail polishes, and I did not include my Formula X system. It's like a 3-part system, a cleanser, a base coat, and a top coat, because I only have 1 of each of those. So all the nail polishes I'm counting are like colors. So when you add everything up, I have 123 skin, body, hair care, and nail polish items. Probably in the grand scheme of things, considering that I'm a product junkie, that's really not that much. But it's still a lot. Like, you really only need like 1 in each category, and probably people are like, well, you know, I don't even need a mist or an essence, or, you know, I don't even need, you know, that many perfumes or whatever it may be. So I have 123, and my year-end goal when I tallied everything up, and I added in the 22 nail polishes because I didn't think I'd use any up, was 68. So I would like to use up 55 items by the end of the year that are in these categories. And then I showed in my makeup inventory how many products I wanted to use up that were makeup related. So when I went through my list, I looked at things that I really need to pan. So things that I put in my Use Up by 2018 challenge that I'm featuring on my Instagram, which is at OCDRN Beauty, if you'd like to follow me there and see my progress. I put some products in that project pan, and then I'll do several seasonal project pans throughout this year. So the things that I really need to work on are face cleansers, because I have 8 and I need to get down to 3, so I need to use up those. Serums, I'd like to get down to 3, and I have 6, so I really need to use up those. Face oils, like, a little bit goes a long way, so you really don't need a ton of face oil. So I really need to work on those. Masks, I've already mentioned. Sunscreen, perfume, hairstyling products. I really don't use a lot in my hair, and I don't do anything to my hair, ever. And then hand cream is another thing that I really need to use up. So I made that list right here, things to pan, so that I can keep in mind, you know, when I'm putting skincare into a project pan, that I really need to focus on these items as opposed to, like, you know, using up an eye makeup remover, which I use every day. So that's kind of like what I want to do this year. And I kind of touched on my overall goals in the makeup inventory, but I'll reiterate them here again. So I do want to do seasonal project pans. I have one coming up soon, if it's not already up. And then, like I said, in my makeup inventory, I really want to tally the dollar amount of empties that I have, so I can see what I'm using up, look at what I'm buying, and making sure that I'm using more than I'm spending. And then obviously keeping track of spending. So I mentioned in my makeup inventory video that I want to do like anti-haul and haul videos kind of combined, where I'm showing products that I was kind of tempted to purchase but I didn't, and why I didn't buy them, and then the products that I actually did buy that month. So that'll be kind of like a monthly video along with my empties. They'll kind of coincide probably in the same week or right after each other. And then something that I've seen a lot on Instagram is doing a 1 in, 1 out rule. So like you use up one product and you use up, you know, if I have 8 cleansers, I'm not going to buy a cleanser until I'm down to, you know, just having one and I've used it up, or needing a cleanser for a specific reason like acne or something like that. So I showed in my other inventory video that I have a total of 102 items that I need to use up this year. 47 makeup items, 55, you know, skincare, body, hair related. And that actually only equals 9 per month, 9 products per month. Now, I definitely use up more skincare faster than I use up makeup. So it'll kind of take me longer to use up makeup, but I know looking at my empties bin for the month of January, it's already full and it's way more than 9 products. So I think I'm well on my way to meeting those goals, and hopefully I can stick to it. So that is my skincare, body, and hair care inventory. I will do an update in July and show you kind of where I am, what my purchases were like, did it increase, did it decrease, that sort of thing. So I hope you enjoyed. I love watching and seeing on Instagram inventories, because it really holds you accountable for what you have. And you know, if you have a lot in one product in one area, you're like, oh my gosh, I need to use that up. And I really, since doing this at the beginning of January, I haven't bought anything other than a mascara. So it's really kind of put into perspective what I was spending my money on and showing that I really am not using what I have, and I really need to focus on that. So I hope you enjoyed. Please like this video if you like inventory type videos, working on using up your stash. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said, it would mean the world to me if you stuck around, and I will see you in my next video very soon. Take care. Bye.